Tonight on the CW News at 10, years in the making, the first medical marijuana dispensary in Las Vegas opens its doors. We'll take you there live. President Obama makes a trip to Las Vegas, and we were with him every step of the way. What he had to say about the future of how we may power our homes and retracing their steps. A new captivating look at how Richard Matt and David Sweat crawled out of that maximum security prison. The CW News at 10 starts right now.
Live from the News 3 studios in Las Vegas, this is the CW News at 10 with Marie Mortera.
A historic day in southern Nevada, 15 years in the making. The first medical marijuana dispensary in Las Vegas now open for business. Kelsey Thomas brings you tonight's big story, and she's live for us at Euphoria Wellness near Jones and Robindale. Kelsey, this is the future of medical marijuana.
Marie, you may have even driven by this place today and you didn't even notice. Take a look here behind me. Euphoria Wellness. It is smack dab in the middle of a neighborhood in a suburban shopping center next to a bar, a cafe, even a dentist.
For Dee Powers, this is the trip she's been waiting nearly 3 years for. Her first time buying medical marijuana legally in Las Vegas. Welcome to your neighborhood dispensary. Euphoria Wellness is a lot more like a fancy office for a high-end plastic surgeon than a grungy head shop. It's small and sleek. Thick, bulletproof glass protects employees who handle the cash and cannabis. Inside the back room, the bud is arranged in display cases. Nevada voters approved medical marijuana 17 years ago. The owners of Euphoria spent thousands of dollars to make today happen and navigated through a maze of bureaucratic red tape.
It's amazing. It's something we've been waiting for, and it's something that should have been here a long, long time ago.
The last 4 months, it's been waiting for product to become available and waiting for the labs to be able to test the product that was available. We have all different types of strains right now, and we're waiting for more to come in. So we started with about 6 strains, but we're hoping to have up to 27.
So only pre-registered medical marijuana patients were able to buy the marijuana today, but this place is going to be open to all patients starting on Wednesday. And Marie, they are hoping to have edibles sometime this fall. Reporting live tonight, Kelsey Thomas, the CW Las Vegas.
It certainly has been a long time coming for those patients there. Kelsey, thank you so much. President Barack Obama spending the night at Lake Las Vegas after a day of appearances, starting at the National Clean Energy Summit, where he touted the merits of his energy policy.
6.5 years ago, I took office after decades in which our addiction to fossil fuels and foreign oil perennially threatened our planet and our national security. Yes, we've become the world's #1 producer of oil and natural gas, but we've also become a major player in clean energy. And these advances have helped grow our economy and created a steady stream of well-paying jobs that contribute to climate change. These advances are already saving folks money at the pump. It's saving money on their electricity bills.
That was at Mandalay Bay. Before that, he touched down in McCarran, where the president spoke with County Commissioner Steve Sisolak and met with Governor Brian Sandoval for the first time on Sandoval's home turf. The two discussed the importance of keeping the sage grouse off the endangered species list as the president made his way to the Energy Summit at Mandalay Bay. After his speech there, the president attended a Democratic Party fundraiser at the home of Las Vegas Sun publisher and businessman Brian Greenspun. He'll take off in Air Force One tomorrow morning. The triple-digit temperatures continue to roll through, but your weather authority says there are changes. They're coming quick. Let's check in now with Vicki Gonzalez.
Yeah, Marie, we were above average, but we do have some weather change-ups our way. However, it is a clear night. A live look outside our camera at the D. Currently 99 degrees, no longer in those triple digits with lows in the mid-80s, and winds are pretty comfortable hanging around the single digits. So we are clear and dry for now, but there is some weather foreshadowing already. Some thunderstorms and showers just outside of the Phoenix area heading up our way, and we do have a chance of showers tomorrow into pretty much the mid chunk of our work week. So we topped out at 107 today, and we're going to be nearly 10 degrees cooler. The chance of isolated thunderstorms and showers. When will it end? I will explain in your full forecast, Marie.
All right, Vicki, thank you so much. New at 10, drivers, some construction to tell you about on the west side of the valley, and This will likely cause delays. Road improvements on Alta Drive between Rainbow and Valley View Boulevards will continue for the next 10 weeks. Traffic will be down to one lane, so use Charleston Boulevard or Washington Avenue as a detour if you usually drive down Alta. Right now, a family and police are searching for a teenager. This is a picture of 15-year-old Lauren Tortellini. The North Las Vegas teen, last seen wearing a gray long-sleeved cotton jacket and blue jeans. She may also be carrying a backpack. Red Rock Search and Rescue says Tortellini may have been sighted Saturday on Las Vegas Boulevard between Blue Diamond and the South Point, but she hasn't been home since Tuesday. If you have any information on where she might be, call Metro at 702-828-3111. A SWAT negotiation turned deadly after a man armed with a rifle confronted police. We have that video of that confrontation, but we want to warn you, it is graphic. The man raised his rifle, and that's when a Metro police sniper fired a shot, hitting the man in the chest. Police who knew the man say his name was William Snyder. And records show the 57-year-old was a convicted sex offender who spent time in prison. A neighbor called 911 when he heard the gunshots.
I feel that the police gave this guy every chance in the world. This guy was a sex offender, and I said, okay, so I knew to be careful. I've got a 9-year-old granddaughter, not to have her out front.
Court records show Snyder faced 51 charges connected to molesting children. He was listed with the Nevada Department of Public Safety as a moderate risk sex offender. 911 dispatch calls tell the story of a fire that towered over the pool deck of the Cosmopolitan. The flames sending thick black smoke into the air, making headlines across the nation. A month later, fire investigators say the cause of the fire is undetermined. Christine Kim joins us now here in the studio. And Christine, we're told 25 to 30% of fires are put down as undetermined.
Right, that happens when fire investigators can't prove exactly what started the blaze. They looked at hours and hours of footage, not only from hotel security cameras, but from clips on YouTube and from cell phones. But those images did not catch the early stages of the fire.
Command Medical, we're going to set up medical triage in Valet. Can you let everybody know to bring the victims there?
The 14th floor of the Cosmopolitan.
This is fire control. The fire is showing on the cameras at the bamboo pool.
Consumed by flames.
It looks like it's caught on to the cabana. It's caught on to maybe some of the equipment out there. Some of like lounge chairs and stuff, but there's a lot of fire.
Okay, we've got units coming.
911 dispatch calls telling the story of an immediate response.
Command, you will have all your units responding. You have Engine 18, Rescue 218.
With more than 100 firefighters extinguishing the blaze in 30 minutes.
Truck 18, Engine 11, Rescue 11, Truck 11, Battalion 2.
Fire investigators say they know where the fire started, the exact palm tree. But a month later, the cause of the fire ruled undetermined. Fire Chief Greg Castle says although improperly discarded cigarettes were seen, they could not prove with certainty they were the cause.
We do know that it was not electrical. All the wires, conduit, junction boxes, lighting fixtures in that area where the fire started were all pulled out, looked at in a lab, and determined to be not a cause of the fire. They functioned properly.
What crews do know, the estimated $2 million in damage and one person hurt could have been worse.
We do have a couple cracked windows right here at the pool level. Might want to send a unit inside to go ahead and check that out.
Required sprinklers inside hotel rooms stopped the fire from entering the building.
Dispatch, you copy. We have knockdown on the pool deck.
You know, just because the cause of the fire is ruled undetermined does not mean it'll remain a closed case. If video or images show up in the future showing what caused it, they could reopen it. Back to you, Marie.
All right, fascinating. Christine Kim, thank you so much. A not-so-silent protest for a pregame moment of silence. How fans fought back against a high school's decision to take prayer out of football. And walk a mile or more in their shoes. Two investigators equipped with a GoPro camera retrace the steps of those New York prison escapees.
And a local girl gets national attention for throwing out the first pitch at a Major League Baseball game with a robotic hand. I have her story coming up in sports.
All right, Amber, thank you. And the Pope's visit to the U.S. next month includes an all-American Pope-mobile. Which automaker will supply his ride? Coming up in What's Trending Tonight. The CW News at 10. High school football fans in Macon, Georgia bring back the traditional moment of prayer after accusations it violated the First Amendment. Americans United for Separation of Church and State wrote the school board a letter saying as much, and the school ditched the moment of prayer for a less offensive moment of silence. That's what they're calling it. Fans didn't stay silent, as you hear, reciting the Lord's Prayer, even the band playing Amazing Grace. Two state investigators strap on a GoPro camera and retrace the steps of Richard Matt and David Sweat, the two inmates who escaped from a maximum security prison in upstate New York. Take a closer look. It took them 20 minutes to wind through their way of the maze of pipes and tunnels in the Clinton Correctional Facility, just as Matt and Sweat did in early June. After 22 days on the run, Matt was killed by police and Sweat captured, now awaiting trial for escaping. Formal sentencing is underway for Colorado movie theater shooter James Holmes. The 27-year-old was convicted of 24 counts of first-degree murder in July. That's 2 counts for each of the victims. During today's hearing, the victims' families tried to put their grief into words.
I can testify that he was a real man with a real complex, beautiful life.
Counsel, whether you want to make statements.
Earlier this month, the jury was unable to reach a unanimous sentencing verdict, automatically resulting in life in prison without parole for Holmes instead of the death penalty. He had pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity in the 2012 shootings. Now for what's trending tonight, an outpouring of grief and support from racing fans on social media following the death of Indy car driver Justin Wilson. Wilson's family released a statement on his Twitter page calling the British driver a devoted husband and a loving father of 2. Debris from a wreck struck Wilson's helmet during yesterday's race at the Pocono in Pennsylvania. He is the first IndyCar driver to die in an accident since Dan Wheeldon was killed at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway in October of 2011. The Pope's trip to the United States next month will be an all-American affair right down to his Pope mobile. The Vatican confirmed to CNN that the pontiff will be riding in a modified Jeep Wrangler. Pretty cool, right? Previous popes have ridden in modified Mercedes-Benz SUVs with bulletproof glass, but Pope Francis prefers non-luxury vehicles. Also trending on the News 3 Facebook fan page, what a day for the Clark County School District. Here's a look at how News 3 celebrated the first day of school with students, faculty, and parents. Do you have a first day of school picture or story you'd like to share? Join the conversation on social media. Your CW News, powered by News 3 on air, online, and on Facebook. Simply find us by searching for KSNV News 3 Las Vegas. And while you're there, hey, give us a like. North and South Korea announced a peace agreement aimed at calming a buildup of tensions between the two countries. The North will reportedly apologize for its recent provocations, including a landmine blast that injured 2 South Korean soldiers weeks ago. In turn, South Korea will stop its anti-North propaganda broadcasts across the border. The men who stopped at a potential massacre on a Paris-bound train received France's highest award. President Francois Hollande awarded 3 Americans and 1 British citizen the Legion of Honor in a special ceremony today. The 3 Americans, Spencer Stone, Anthony Sadler, and Alex Scarletos, along with British passenger Chris Norman, helped subdue a gunman aboard a packed train. A witness on the train says she's thankful for their courage.
But I think they were very, very brave. I owe my life to them. I'm incredibly, incredibly grateful to those 3 men. They are fantastic human beings, and we are all grateful for what they did for us.
True heroes. Another passenger, a French national who has not gone public, also tackled the gunman. He will be honored at a later date. We are your weather authority, and some changes are upon us. Let's bring in Vicki Gonzalez from the Weather Center with more.
Yeah, we're getting a return of the monsoon season. We're still in the monsoon season, but a return of monsoonal moisture. But a live look outside, we have dry conditions. This probably be the last dry condition in the Las Vegas Valley for the next 24 to 72 hours. We topped out 107 today, 17 days above normal in August, 6 days below normal, and 1 day just at normal. So currently in southern Nevada, we're looking pretty clear and dry, but just outside of our area, already some scattered thunderstorms and showers. We have low pressure hanging out just outside of our area and high pressure along the four corners. That's going to draw up that monsoonal moisture from northern Mexico into our area, giving us a chance at scattered thunderstorms as early as tomorrow. Look at today, clear day across Aliante and the 215. This is just after sunrise, and we had pretty clear conditions across the Las Vegas Valley. Some clouds making its way through, but nothing really obstructing the sun, and those hot temperatures we once again were above normal today. Currently still in the triple digits over in Laughlin, Bennett Elementary. Winds, however, are calm. Over at McLean Middle School, Northeast Clark County and Overton, good evening. Upper 80s currently in your area, and over at Rancho High near downtown, Bruce and Owens in the mid 90s. So some areas topped out higher than 107 today out towards the east, Sunrise, as well as in Henderson 109, a little bit more comfortable out towards the west, but across the Las Vegas Valley still currently in those mid 90s, with the exception of Henderson that is still in those triple digits, and the winds are pretty calm in the single digits. Overton topped out at 112, so did Laughlin and Mount Charleston in the 80s. Now currently in the mid 60s in Mount Charleston, Pahrump in the 80s, Laughlin still in those triple digits, and Mesquite getting some in the 90s. Across the country, there's a pretty strong system along the Great Lakes that is actually dropping temperatures in that area, currently in the 60s as well as in the 50s over in Bismarck, and Miami is currently in the mid 80s. We are going to join Miami temperature wise as our overnight low will also be in the mid 80s, winds around 5 to 10 miles per hour as that moisture begins to creep into our area. So overnight lows in the Northeast Clark County will be upper 70s to lower 80s, Laughlin mid 80s, Mount Charleston in the mid 50s, and Pahrump 70 degrees. Currently across the southwest, San Francisco in the 60s, Phoenix in the upper 90s, and Reno as well in the upper 70s. Tomorrow highs will get into the triple digits in Phoenix, comfortable along the coast, and Reno will be in the mid 90s. So for tomorrow, we do have scattered thunderstorms across our area, across southern Nevada, and temperatures are going to drop about 8 to 10 degrees. We're actually going to be below normal tomorrow, so some relief temperature wise, and there is going to be pretty extensive cloud cover. We're starting in the mid 80s, get to those mid 90s, and we're not really going to leave those mid 90s in the afternoon hours as we go into the evening. Winds will also pick up. That breeze is going to kick in the afternoon hours in the double digits, and gusts will feel a little bit stronger, but pretty much all throughout southern Nevada getting some much relief temperature wise across from one end to the other. Even Mesquite not even getting into the triple digits in Northeast Clark County. So the chance of thunderstorms and showers is going to stick with us for pretty much the chunk of our mid work week. And then just in time for TGI Friday, as well as the weekend, we clear up. Temperatures rebound back once again above normal, but we do have the risk for thunderstorms and showers beginning tomorrow and even as early as the overnight hours tonight in those higher elevations, something that we obviously are going to continue monitoring and keep you posted.
Yeah, no doubt. We're just a few hours away from all that. All right, Vicki, thank you so much. Help wanted at Chipotle. The company is looking to hire 4,000 people on one day. September 9th, that's the big one. It'll mark Chipotle's first National Career Day. Management teams at U.S. locations will hold interviews for up to 60 people in one sitting. Chipotle's leaders say more restaurants are opening, but fewer people are applying to work in them, possibly because of the minimum wage hike and because of the strengthening economy. All right, we are just about 40 minutes away from our next newscast. That's a News 3 live at 11 with this guy and Jessica Moore. Hey, Jim.
Hi. Did they say to you get an employee discount on the food at Chipotle?
Oh, no. But you know what? Don't you think that would probably be worked in?
Factor, right?
Yeah.
So we keep calling what happened on Wall Street today a roller coaster ride, but roller coasters, we look forward to that thrill. Not this. Your 401k almost definitely shrank today. Tonight at 11, the reason this downward trend could be about to get even worse. Also tonight, new at 11, quite a story here. Illegal Nevada prostitutes battle to get custody of her kids following a controversial ruling across state lines. It brings up an interesting question. Who do you think would make a better parent, a legal prostitute or an illegal pimp? Those are the allegations in this story.
Wow.
We'll tell you about it tonight at 11 o'clock.
All right, looking forward to that. All right, Jim, thanks so much. Still to come, a Las Vegas girl's dream comes true thanks to the ingenuity of UNLV engineers. Amber introduces us next in sports. And one cup at a time, a little boy makes a big donation to a cause he believes in.
A local 5-year-old is getting national attention after throwing out the first pitch at a Baltimore Orioles game. Haley Dawson was born with Poland syndrome, a birth defect that causes underdevelopment of the pectoral muscle and deformation of the hand. But with a 3D printed robotic hand developed by UNLV's School of Engineering, she fulfilled a dream and is inspiring others.
I get to meet Manny Machado. I get to meet Manny Machado.
Not only did Haley Dawson meet her favorite Baltimore Oriole,
she loves Manny Machado. I think she thinks he's cute.
Haley Dawson
but she threw out the ceremonial first pitch to him.
She was born with Poland syndrome.
And she did it with a 3D printed robotic hand, since a rare birth defect keeps her from grasping anything with her right hand. Her mom, Young Dawson.
She's been mimicking the announcers from the Orioles game. We went somewhere to eat yesterday. Before she opened the door, she said, "And introducing Haley Dawson and her robotic hand." And she walks in.
The robotic hand.
It's too tight right there.
Okay, hold on. Let me fix that.
Very too tight. Very, very too tight.
Trademark.
An accomplishment of UNLV's School of Engineering.
I'm going to start the print process.
Brendan O'Toole, Department Chair of Mechanical Engineering, remembers when Haley first tried it on.
We had just finished the hand right before Halloween, so everybody brought little baskets so that she could go trick-or-treating and be able to hold the basket, and so it was heartwarming. Everybody cried a little bit.
And Haley continues to warm hearts and inspire. Jason Pierre-Paul, the New York Giants defensive end who lost a finger in a 4th of July fireworks accident, posted Haley's photo on his Instagram.
That threw me off.
But it doesn't cost the salary of an NFL player to afford a robo-hand.
That's it. Now we have a functioning wrist.
UNLV says the materials are about $100. But the countless hours their students and professors put in, Dawson says, are priceless. That family also wants to thank Touro University because their occupational therapists have been helping them throughout the entire process, putting it on, seeing how she does with it, and then giving UNLV advice on how to make adjustments.
Wow, incredible. All that came from Las Vegas to support a Las Vegas family.
Big reason to be proud for us.
Oh, most definitely. Amber, thank you so much. And finally, tonight here at 10, a Minnesota boys lemonade stand raises hundreds of dollars for charity, but he didn't charge his customers a dime. After volunteering for Feed My Starving Children with his family, Parker Borden wanted to do more. He just simply gave the drink away.